Yo, what's good? Hold on, I turn my light. There it goes. All right. If you want to get up and running on Nox, which I cannot freaking encourage it enough, it's so good. Um, Here's what you do. You you get the game from here. It's GOG.com, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, this is it. So GOG.com, and then you search Knox, I would imagine. That's what you do. Yep, right here. So you can see it's $1.37. So after tax, it's like $4 or like $4 and some change. And then you have to download Open Knox. Yeah, it's in here. Windows. Yeah, so yep, so you go here and you get this version 1.90-alpha 13. So you download that, and then which I did this one right here, specifically this one right here, opennox.exe. So you download that, and then it'll bring you to you'll have this folder. The HD, if you want to fuck around in the campaign, do the HD. But for PvP, you need to do OpenNox. And before you do that, just right click it, go to Properties, go to Compatibility tab, and then click Run this program in compatibility mode. I don't know if it matters, but I chose Windows 8. And then you select Reduced Color Mode and then 16-bit, and then run this program as administrator. And I think that's all I did. And then that's it. And then it'll jump in. It looks like this. Trust me, don't let the looks fool you. This game is amazing. You go to multiplayer, and then this is the server that the guy that I met, he pays like a $15 a month to host this server. And then if you like it, they have a little group chat that I joined. It looks like there's 9 dudes in here. I just played with it was like 3 of them, and we had another person join while we were playing. So, and honest to God, just doing a 1v1 in this game is amazing. So there's 3 classes. There's Wizard, Conjure, Warrior. Wizard is my favorite. I'm just as like a tutorial, I guess. Wizard is definitely the most complicated. I probably shouldn't have started off showing you this one, but it's my favorite, so whatever. So you have a spell book. Don't worry about the monster part because that's for conjurers. These are all of your spells, and you basically get like a 5 spell bar, and then if you hit E, it'll go to the next spell bar. And then if you hit W, it'll go backwards, and you have 5 spell bars total. If you care, I'll just run through my setup real quick. Blink, haste, force field, invisibility, and mana drain. So you always want to have haste, force field, and all the protections and shock up at all times. So, and as you can see, uh, as I cast spells, it takes my mana, and then these things give you mana, right? And then I'll just let you guys fuck around, and we can ask questions later, I guess. Here's a little trap thing. So you can put 3 spells into a trap, and then you can make that trap. So now if someone steps on that, they will eat all 3 of those spells, whatever they are. Um, and in some cases, it just automatically kills them. Then you can pick it up and you can place it somewhere else because you can only have a max of 3 traps at a time. You can set off your own traps with a spell that does it. Um, this is your bread and butter right here. Is this death wand? It has 5 charges. You have to hit it exact. So right where my pointer is where it hits. So if someone's standing here, it's not going to do anything. If it just barely touches them, it'll do some amount of damage, depending on how close they were to it. But the maximum amount of damage it does is 100, which one shots conjurers, which is 1/3 of the players. So that one's really good. The other one is the fire triple fire staff. Fireball is super super strong. So and then you can you see these are my charges. I have 4 charges, I have 3 charges, I have 2 charges. If I go up to these things, it'll actually recharge your staff. So the staffs in PvP they all recharge. So yeah, basically like if a warrior tries to ram you, and you'll figure out what that is later, and you dodge it, they'll get stunned, and then you can literally just like shoot, and they're dead. So if you can just dodge their ram, and then you can just blow them away. Um, so yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about, well, almost all. There's one more item that I would encourage you to get, which is the boots of running. Like these boots with like the yellow bands on them, those make you run a little bit faster. So it's really good to have those. All right, next one. All right, I'm gonna show you the less complicated one real quick. So this one is the warrior. This is a great one to start with because he only has 5 abilities. He's strong. It's really, really good though. It's very gear reliant. Um, so you'll probably just have to like play with stuff. So this mace, it hits really, really fast. Um, so the way that warriors fight is like, let's pretend this top one is a person. What you want to do is like you like hit them, run around, hit them, run around, hit them, run around, hit them. So it makes it really hard for them to hit you as you're hitting them. And then this one is like it hits really fast. So here's the abilities. It's war cry. When you war cry, so all of these have a cooldown. When you war cry, it stops. It like cancels all spells, and it also stops people from being able to cast spells for the duration. It's like 5 seconds or something. So essentially, you create yourself like this window, this 5 second window, where you can just dominate a wizard. I should also mention that the warrior has 150 life, the wizard has 75, and the conjurer has 100. Um, so this is a bread and butter weapon for the warrior, which is the warhammer, because you can one shot anybody. It just crushes them out of existence. You can put one weapon into this like thing where you can switch between uh, the weapons. Um, so you can switch between these two weapons. If you have a shield, if you stop, you'll put your shield up, and that matters because you can like reflect spells. There's certain spells you can like bounce back at people. Um, you can obviously block like crossbow shots or bow shots or like really any projectiles, fireballs. You can block fireballs. Um, this is the boots that you want as a warrior. It's like armored whatever. This is perfect because if you wear metal like this plate armor, it's um, what happens is it takes more damage from lightning, but it takes less damage from everything else. So if you're wearing plate, uh, the wizards are going to be trying to electrocute you if they're smart because it's going to do extra damage because you're wearing this type of armor. So if you get the blue version, that means that it's anti spark for that. And then like these swords have like certain abilities on them. So if you look at them, like this one says force and zap. So I assume when this hits, it'll knock somebody back, and the knockback is actually huge. So you knock somebody back, and then the great sword is a bread and butter weapon. So it can actually bounce a lot. It can block melee attacks, and it can block most projectiles, but not all. It can block a lot of stuff though. And then, so what you would do is you like if someone throws a spell at you, you can block. You just stop and you face the spell, and it'll block it, and it can reflect it back. So you can like conjures have like a stun spell that literally just holds somebody in place, and you can send that back at people and stun them. I'll go over the rest of the abilities real quick, and then I'll switch to the conjure. But so basically, this is Ram, the Berserker charge. So if you hit somebody with this and they die, it will reset. So, so there's definitely been times where there's like five people are having a fight, right? And then like you ram, you kill one, you ram, you ram, you ram, and it's just like dead, 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 dead. And you just like get like a ton of kills. But if you miss, as you can see, you hit the wall and you're stunned and you can't move. Um, the harpoon, it's like a auto skill shot. It's gonna hit somebody. If you just throw it in the general direction, it's gonna land on them, and then it like pulls them towards you. It's kind of like a Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, like that like get over here thing. So it like tethers them to you, and they can't break it unless they touch you, or they like it, or like it lasts quite a while. The duration's pretty long. um as you can like it's longer than that when it has somebody. It's a lot longer than that. And if they try and run away, they're like slowed, so it's easier to land your berserker charge on them. You have the tread lightly. So I showed you the wizard trap. If you tread lightly, people can't hear your footsteps, and you can't set off traps if when you're treading lightly. And then you saw that the wizard has invisibility, and this last one is Eye of the Wolf, which means as long as this is active, you can see invisible players. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, just understand like the chainmail is like in between lightning and leather, or sorry, the plate for lightning damage. Leather takes more damage from fire. Chain, I think chain's just like a happy medium for as far as like damage is concerned. So chain's always a good option too. Um, yeah. And oh, and this weapon too. Let me show you one more weapon. I want to see this one. Is this vampire? What is that? Oh, I think if you hit somebody with this, it poisons them and it dazes them. That's actually super dangerous. That's dope. Okay, so the chakram. This one's dope. This is a really really dangerous weapon. Think of like Xena the warrior princess. Check this out. Oh god. It's well, I gave a really bad example because you want to do the chakram in like a tight corner. Like if somebody was hiding in between these pillars, which you can fit in between these, and you got a chakram in there, it would instantly kill them because it would just bounce a shit ton of times. If they're in a room like this and you threw it in here, uh, you can see like it'll bounce a bunch of times, and then it'll almost always come back to you. See, I just caught it. It just like bounced out here all crazy. Um, so warriors are I would say I think wizards and warriors are very very even. They're both super 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 strong. Um, but the conjurer is the highest skill cap. The conjurer is like the easiest, like it dies the easiest. Hold on, I'm gonna delete this one and make one that says Vetus. So new conjurer accept Vetus real quick. And then okay, sorry, I'm not gonna take any more time after that. Okay. So the Conjurer, this class is really dope, but it's really hard to play. So this is like your Archer Ranger class, your like bow class, and they have the strongest abilities in the game. Like it's not even close. It's super strong. This one I'm going to talk about a lot. Like if you're still sticking around, I'll just talk about this one quite a bit. So stick around. Let's see. So I would probably do. I think they're like a leather wearing class, and then the main bread and butter is crossbow, and it's right here. Crossbow, and I think you can get those boots that I showed you that the warrior had. I think you can wear these. Yeah, so you'd want those, and you'd want this. Okay, so the bow is just like it's just like a fast shooting, and it does good damage, and it shoots really fast. It's okay. I think this and the crossbow are your bread and butter, and I'm gonna show you guys a tip and trick about the crossbow that will make you like from mediocre conjurer to fucking god tier conjurer. So check this out. So when you shoot the crossbow, it it will one shot somebody, like they'll die. It's just a one shot unless they have a shield. Um, but you see this reload? I can't move while I'm reloading. Look, I can't move, and then I can move, and then I can't move. Now watch this. If I laugh right after I shoot, watch this. So you shoot and then you laugh and you can move immediately, and it's literally like a one shot. It's super dangerous. So like if you think about like my death ray on the wizard, that only hits the point that I'm aiming, right? But this one hits in a whole line, so anything in that line is gonna die if they get hit. um so I told you, like, if a warrior misses his berserker charge, he'll be stunned. You just stomp him. You just fist him and he'll die. If he's holding a shield, or if a wizard has their reflective shield up, you just fist them, and it'll just drop down from the sky and kill them. Um, they also get traps, but what's cool about their traps is um, their traps move. So what I would do, I would definitely run tag on this trap, and then because if someone's tagged, you can see them on the map, and I'll show you why that's really important as a conjurer. This is what I mean by the skill cap is crazy, because um, let's say like this blue dot on my map right here is a player. If I shoot this and I hit them, they'll die. So they don't have to be in my line of sight for me to kill them, right? Um, the other thing is this ability. So Force of Nature is the strongest ability in the game. If it touches anything, they will die. But like I said, you can bounce back certain things in the game. This is one of the things that you can bounce. It's like if you have a shield, or you have a great sword, or you have the reflective shield spell for the wizard, you can reflect the spell. And check this out. So if I tag somebody, if I see them up on the map, I can shoot this long range, and look how far this goes. The other thing about that ability is it bounces. Watch this. Whoa! Yes, you can die. You can definitely kill yourself doing Force of Nature. So just keep that in mind. Whoa. Oh, I guess I always thought that it would bounce off of these, but I guess it just goes right through them. That's good to know. But yeah, like if I did like, uh, see, it bounces quite a bit. Um, so if you hit a wizard with like your fist, then just follow it up with this pixie spell, and they'll die, because the pixies, they're like magic missiles, like they don't miss. And wizards have a force field, so you have to get rid of the force field, and like almost everything will just drop them to one life. from the force field, um, and then the pixies will finish them off. Uh, bread and butter spells are, and there's more, there's a lot more to talk about with this guy, but there's oh, actually I want to see the meteor. What the fuck is the meteor? I'm gonna show you guys blink. I'm gonna show you so heal inversion. I can't show you inversion, but what inversion does is if somebody has like these the pixie swarm, so the pixie swarms are going to like follow you and deal damage to you. But if you cast inversion, it'll send them back at the person who casts them and damage them instead. And you can do that with a lot of different spells. So there's spells that like you can send at people. So like the stun spell, you can if you if I send the stun out, it can stun somebody. It'll like homing missile at somebody, but if they do the inversion spell in time, it'll knock it back at you and then it can stun you, right? Um, but really, I think the most dangerous spell that you can land as a conjurer is tag. Because if I can see you on the map, then I don't even need to know like I don't even have to see you to kill you anymore, right? Because if I get good at the game, I'll tag you, and then I'll blink, and then say I tagged you over here, and then I'll just be like, all right, I'll just send that. Because a lot of people they just won't even see it coming. It'll just hit, and they'll just die. Um, blink is a bread and butter. This is like your oh shit button because it's like shadow step. It just sends you somewhere random on the map. But that flash that happens, if you leave behind that after image flash, and if they touch that flash, they'll follow you. But Conjure's the most dangerous class to follow, right? I want to see, was it because right? So if I blink and then you follow me, what the hell? What was that? Oh, I did summon ogre. I don't want that. Where's my fist? Fist of Vengeance. Yeah. So say you're chasing me and I blink and then you follow me, I'll just drop like you come through and you die. Like running away and it's like, okay. Ding. Just force of nature, you're dead. Like you don't want to chase a good conjurer because they will absolutely destroy you, right? It's like, oh, blink away, shoot you. Blink away, shoot. And you got to do the laugh because then when they die, you're laughing, which is awesome. All right. Uh, before I get to some really cool stuff, yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Okay, so check this out. So I said you can summon a pet with all three of these spells on it, and then you can have that pet just run around and try and hit somebody, or you can put it on guard. So what's cool about that? Check this out. So if I have it like if I have it escort me, and I want so here's a all right. So let me do it like this. I think you can have two of these at a time. Let's find out. So I can set one to hunt and one to guard. Okay, so I can have two of these at a time, right? So you kind of control them like that, and then banish and banish. But what's cool, so you can summon all of these things, and I think one of the best ones is the mechanical golem is really good. So what you can do is so wizards love to come to this room and get the death stick and stuff. So if you're fighting against some wizards, you could just come in here and you can summon your golem, and then and it takes a minute to summon. Like it takes a little bit, but this can one shot a lot of people. Then you can just set this to guard and then just leave. So then if a wizard comes over, they're just like doo doo doo, oh boom, and it will instantly hit them. It'll just immediately smash them. And then you can have it follow you. So then they have to deal with this pet while they're also like trying to dodge your stuff, right? Right there, it's like that pet is like chasing them around. Like imagine this is trying to kill me. That's what it's like. It's like, oh god, and the whole time you're like, fist of vengeance, fucking force of nature. I don't know if force of nature kills your own pet. Let's find out. Nope. Oh, so it doesn't kill your own pet. But like I said, you do need to be careful because if you hit yourself, you die. So there's a lot of pets. There's some good ones. Like it, these are strong, but let's see. You can do the beholder is pretty good. It like casts electrocute on people. So you saw like the last one, the golem took up um the whole space, right? But they're not all like that. So you could totally just like this is probably what I would do most of the time. Oh, I want to see the mimic actually. Do do. Let's see the mimic. Does it like look like something? I wonder if it. I wonder if it. I think this one like if you guard it, it turns into like a chest or something. Yeah. Oh my god, this is so funny, dude. Um, so like something I would do, like if I was a conjurer, and conjurers can use the fireball staff, which is pretty strong too. Um, I might do something like this. Like I might would do. I think this would probably be my go-to is the ghost. So I would summon a ghost right here, and then I would summon a ghost. I'd put this one on guard, and then I'd put this one on. I'd put one on guard. Oh, actually, you know what? I think what would. So that's what I mean. Like this one, it takes more planning, but I would probably do like a ghost right here, and then put that on guard. So look at this. Watch. If I'm gonna look inside. Look at this. For the enemy opponent, they can't see these ghosts. Like you have to get close to them. So as soon as he walks in, the ghost hits them, and this stuns them. Ghosts instantly stun on their melee attack. So if I'm in here just like causing havoc, like trying to mess people up, and then a warrior comes in and tries to get me, he instantly gets stunned right there, and then I just end him. It's like good night, right? And then the other thing is these only take up one spot each, which means that their hit points are low, right? But what that also means is that I can summon a pet, a pet. So this one I might put on guard, and then I might do a different spell set that is that's actually just this and stun. And if I can, I don't know if I can afford this, but we'll see. Yeah. So so this one, um, so like I say, you could put one on hunt, and the other one follows you. So then if somebody hits me, or if somebody gets close, or if this gets somebody, it's gonna stun them and cast the thing. And so when this dies, um, that the force of nature spell, this one, it will just sit in one spot where it's at, right? So if it stuns them and then does the force of nature in one spot, like it's just gonna kill them. And then if they were gonna get away with like barely any hit points, they'll still die to the pixie swarm. So this would probably be my setup, and I might even do like ghosts, because I can just have everything. I can just be like, okay, everything escort, and then everything hunt, and then everything guard, right? So yeah, so conjurers, they have like the best abilities, but they take more like microing, if you will. But they one shot like crazy, and if you can see somebody on the map, um, you can get them that way. Anyways, that's the spiel. You saw the PvP. It's crazy. It's super fun. If we get enough people, like we can do capture the flag, we can do team games, we can do free for alls. Like I said, even 1v1s are crazy, crazy fun. So, all right, that'll do it. Cheers.